Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I am about to do what I would suspect most of you are thinking. You might be able to say it to your friends, but you can't say it publicly. But all of you, please share this with anybody and everybody, because this morning I throw down. And I've got my cheat sheet here to help me so I stay on track. I do that sometimes because I want to follow a course of conversation. And I start out with Juneteenth. Today is Juneteenth. Juneteenth, if you've never heard of it, like most people have not until recently, celebrates the day today where a federal officer named Granger rode in to Galveston, Texas, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation to announce the Emancipation Proclamation and that slaves were free. That's what they celebrate. Now, I just want everybody to know, celebrate away. Celebrate away. I am somebody that has always supported the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday because I think it is deserving. There are a lot of people that don't do that. Now, here I have alluded to this before. I think I've stated it before, but I need to state it with great conviction so you know exactly what's going on here. They want to destroy and punish whites. The liberals, the media, the militant blacks, they don't want equality, which they already have. They already got it. They've got it from the Constitution, the amendments to the Bill of Rights, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th Amendment. They got it from the election of Barack Obama. Black mayors, black police chiefs, black coaches. There is equality. There is. What they want to do, it is clear as day, this out of control thing that's going on across this country, from the statues to the occupation of city blocks to police standing down, everything that's going on in this country, they want to flip the switch and punish us, guilt us, enslave us metaphorically, and destroy us. And when you say, what are you talking about, Bulldog? Who's us? The white race. And remember, here is a natural law fact. All you some bitches, to quote Buford T. Justice, is me, Chuck, everybody that I know that's white, my family, my kids, my grandkids, we can't help we were born white. No different than you were born black. Racism and hatred towards whites is no different and no better than hatred towards blacks. While I harbor no hatred, like 90% of Americans, to blacks, 90% of blacks hatred towards us. Come William. Now, here's something I'm just chewing at the bit to say. Black Lives Matter versus KKK. If me and a bunch of white people did exactly what the black movement is doing in this country right now, occupied blocks, burned flags, tore up property, spray painted everything, caused violence, looted and destroyed, they would say, oh my God, this is white. The racists are out of control. Why isn't black? It's almost like they get a get out of jail card free. Black people can act like the KKK, and that's okay. We're allowing that. Black militant racism is no different than the KKK racism, which, again, 95% Americans condemn. I don't know any white people who are cool with the KKK. But I know all kinds of white people, and I know tons of black people who are totally cool with what's going on with blacks. Well, we're allowed to do that. We're allowed to do that. We're allowed to do that. Black Lives funding by corporate America. And the black mural that's going in, okay, Fifth Third Bank, Children's Hospital, Kroger. It's like, oh, we got to all toe the line. And I'm going to close with why. There is now black privilege in America. Oh, some of you just flipped the hell out just now, didn't you? Black privilege. There's black privilege. If you're black now, you can get away and do stuff that no white can do. You black privileged person. Van Jones, who praised the Trump police order, talked about the 2016 election being the great white whiplash. Do you not think that there is going to be a bigger, great white whiplash? In fact, I am calling for a great white whiplash to re-elect Donald Trump. And you know why? Because they want to destroy us for the color of our skin. For the color of our skin. The same thing that they are going crazy about, it's okay for them to destroy us. And it's fact. They don't want equality. They want to destroy. You must be a loony bird. You must be off your rocker to support at the ballot these people. Joba The Liberals. If you're white. If you're a liberal white and you got all your white guilt, which I don't have, knock yourself out. But if you live in the suburbs, you live in rural America, you have to be a loony bird to vote for this. You're stupid if you do. White men in America. White men in America? Where, you tell me where the privilege is when you're not included in Title VII. Do you realize white men are allowed to be discriminated against? We are not protected. We ain't women. We ain't black. We ain't Hispanic. We ain't gay, unless you're a gay white man. LGBT, white men have no protection under the law. You are allowed to discriminate of a white man if he's under 65 years old. Poor whites. Are you kidding me? You tell me where the white privilege is for poor whites in America. Where is it? Where is the privilege for poor whites? There's plenty. Do poor whites have $30 million raised to bail people out? Do poor whites have corporate freaking America funding things for them? Do poor whites have gigantic funds from the political people like George Soros? No. They are creating more racism. They blew it. They blew it. 99% of America said George Floyd, that's awful. And they've taken that where they could have made all these strides where all America stands together, and they blew it. They blew it. They are creating and what they would refer to as racism. They're creating what I am saying, which many people will call racist, which it's not. It's the truth. They are creating this. And I am a spokesperson. I have a platform. I have followers. And I will lead on this. Why? Because I can. You can't fire me. Can't fire me. Freedom. I don't have to answer to corporate America. Here's something I thought of, just a little aside. Hispanics and blacks. Chuck, how do the Hispanics and blacks get along in LA County? They don't. All right. So, the hatred that blacks have for Hispanics and Hispanics have blacks, nobody ever talks about that. Racism. Racism. Here's another one. Single black mothers. I posted this. Children living with mother only. Red is white. Red is white. Green is Hispanic. Blue is black children. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Black men. Black women living without a man in the house. Look at that. I didn't cause that. You didn't cause that. Democratic policies over the last 50 freaking years caused that. Democratic policies caused that. You say, well, what's the big deal? Well, let's go about the big deal. 4 times greater risk of poverty. More likely to have behavioral problems. 2 times greater risk of infant mortality. More likely to go to prison. More likely to commit crime. 7 times more likely to become pregnant as a teen. More likely to face abuse and neglect. More likely to abuse drugs and alcohol. 2 times more likely to suffer obesity. 2 times more likely to drop out of high school. The damn Democrats gave us that. Black America, don't lay your problems on me and Republican and conservative white people. Lay it on your liberal buddies who are on your team. Facts, facts. They're now burning the flag in Cincinnati. You're in law enforcement, you're in military, you're a veteran. How's that sit with you? Black Lives Matter mural. Let it happen. Stop traffic. What if somebody wanted to put a mural for whites? Would never happen. They're now taking down the Columbus statue at the State House. Are they going to rename the city? And you ready for this? The police stand down and let these son of a bitches spray paint all over the Capitol building. Last night, Cranley and the Cincinnati City Council had the cops stand down while they graffitied all over the Duke Convention Center. Black privilege, black freaking privilege, black privilege. How does that happen? How does that happen? Trump, who has not done one racist thing, who has signed criminal justice reform, best employment for blacks ever, black business, best ever, meets with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West on special projects. Trump, really. And you know why it all happens? You know why it all happens? I look like that meme where that guy's going like this, don't I? The media and liberals allow it to happen. There's no check. There's no check. It used to be this crap would be called out. It's not called out anymore by the media or the liberals. They're allowed to get away with it all day long. Bring it on. Bring it on. This is truth. And you are a loony bird if you don't vote for the re-election of Donald Trump in America, if you're white. You should vote for Trump if you're black. You should vote for Trump if you're Hispanic. Sorry, I love my country. I want to save it for all races. That's not what they want. They want to destroy whites. Mr. Bulldog, every dog has their day. Have a great day.